Well, it's Stingy Babies. How you doing? Oh yeah. Well, today it's a whopper. It's 105 centimeters by 105 centimeters because I do like squares. Squares are like circles in that they are uniform. You know what I mean? I'm going to have to stand up to show you this. I love this painting. It got into the Leicester Open in whenever it was. I've got to move the chair back as well. Rest it on there. Oh. Yeah, you can just about see it all. It's called Before There Was Anything, There Were Possibilities. It's mixed media on canvas, which is basically acrylic. I think it was acrylic. It's terrible when you don't know, isn't it? And paper. And yeah, I love it. It's got a lot of spiritual things going on here. It's up through there. There's depth to it. There's what lies behind. You know, what goes through the rabbit hole, as it were. And it's in blocks, kind of. And you can see paintings underneath because I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure there was another painting underneath this, which I didn't like. And now, yeah, I remember now. I know which one it was. It's got Priscilla on it. And I liked it when I did it. No one at uni liked it. So years later, I painted over it. And then I'm looking through photographs and thinking, oh, I quite like that. I wish I still had it. But this is seriously, this is better. So it's an abstract, obviously. And its title I've just told you, but also the title was 15A1. Yet another cataloguing code. So it was done in the year 15. It was A for abstract, and it was number 1. So it was the first painting I did in 2015, and it was abstract. I'm getting quite like these codes. It's good how I remember what they mean, because they're all different. Historians will have a nightmare with them, won't they? It'll be like the Enigma code. No, not really. So anyway, it is, and you can see, I don't know if you can see, but the moniker is fully formed. The tag, fully formed. Oh! And you can see that I made it because it's the telltale 5 Annie Breville, cross members, cut by Science Man, and them. It's a bit wobbly. It needs tightening up a bit, but yeah, we can do that. And that sits in the end section. There's one painting left in that end section. Then it's got to go on to the other end section. We're getting down these, aren't we? It should be done in a couple of weeks, maybe less. Oh, what am I going to do then? Don't know. But they're all quite big in there, and there's one ginormous one in there. I don't even know if I can get it out of the racks, to be honest. Got to move a lot of things. There's another reason why the studio badly needs reorganising. On that note, I'll just leave that there for now. I'll just leave it. Right. Yeah. I'll just leave that there for now. What was I saying? Oh gosh, I forgot what I was saying. It's not like I can rewind, is it? Not until it's done. And when it's done, I'm 64, you know. Yes, I know I'm not fully protected. Go away. Go. That's better. This little sign keeps popping up in the corner there saying, yeah, your protect stead's worn out. renew or close. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, reorganising the studio. Yes, that's right. Chris Martin is a Facebook friend, never actually met. He suggested that the reason why I keep reorganising the studio is because I'm not wanting to actually create. Interesting idea that. There may be something in that, because I have all these paintings and they're going nowhere, are they? They're just filling up. Maybe somewhere at the back of my head is the thought that, well, what's the point of making any more if you can't ship what you've already got? You just wind up with no more space. On the other hand, I do need to be creative and I do love painting and drawing. So that's worth thinking about, that is. Thanks for that, Chris. The thing is, though, the studio is very creative. What I do with it is trying to be creative. This idea I have, that I've been watching YouTube videos, French cleating all along that wall. So I can turn it into wall easels. So I can perhaps do a couple of paintings at a time, or one larger one cut into four. That's an idea I've had, doing larger ones, but making it of 4 separate paint canvases so that I can take them apart and store them easier. Or even they could be sold individually. I don't know, but that's a thought. And I could do all French cleats all along that wall, and it could also double as a gallery wall. And the same with this wall, cleats along there as well. Fold it all up so it looks tidier. French cleats. I think I told you all this before, so I'm not going to go into it again, but that's creative, and I need to do something with the workshop side. I'm always almost there, almost there. The vise is bolted in. The circular saw is, it really has to be movable, and so does the table saw has to be removable, because I don't know how. I mean, I can make French cleats on the table saw, put the bevel on, and also the canvas stretchers. I could put a bevel on, but not where it is. I'd have to come down on the floor, my poor old knees, or I could fold the table down when the cleats are all done. Half of it will come down, be a tabletop, and then I can put that on the tabletop. See, that's being creative, isn't it? All the electrical sockets are on the front there. Can you see? So the electrical sockets are on the front there. So I can easily get to them. They used to be on the back. I thought it looked tidier, but actually on the back means I can't get to the sockets to change them. I'll switch them on off, because they all have individual switches to make them even safer, as well as the main switch. Turn them off and on with. Because you have to be safe. And so that's a bit messy. I've put wire thingies up to hang things up. That might be better with French cleats up there as well. I could go mad with French cleats. I could spend the next year or two just making French cleats. I'd still be being creative, wouldn't I? You don't have to be painting or sculpting to be creative. You just need to be finding a problem and then discovering, working out a solution. That's what being creative is. It isn't just about arty things. So Chris got me thinking about that. He did. Maybe some grain of truth to it. Maybe I don't want to paint because I'm afraid of being dismissed. I'm afraid of not selling any. I'm afraid of bad reviews. So I'm looking at that bookshelf and I'm wondering why those things don't fall off the end, because there's nothing to support them. I did this when I was working in an office at Leicester General Hospital in the I've forgotten the word, starts with an N, I think, to do with kidneys and stuff. Worked in their office as a temporary, the 3-month job, which lasted 18 months. The girl who did it before me was pregnant, so she went off to have a baby and have some maternity leave. And files used to come in, patient files used to come in, and they were all dumped on the floor. Oh, I can't be doing with that. So I put a request in to have shelves put behind me. Well, at the side of me, to be honest, because my desk was like that and the wall was there. And I mean, I could have turned it around completely, but I was quite happy with where the desk was. But shelves just made it seem, why? Why not? So they put shelves up and I said, could you put things on the end to stop them all falling over? Because we're lying flat. I don't want to lie flat. If I want them at the bottom of the pile, how do I get it if it's lying flat? Oh, yeah, okay. Why did nobody think about this before I got there? I mean, it's absolutely... Anyway, so I did that, and of course I did it in alphabetical order. Because that's what you do, isn't it? Or is it just me? The girl before me obviously had no system at all. I don't know how she got through it. Eventually she came back and I lost my job. But just, wow. How did they let her muddle through like that? How did she muddle through like that? I don't get it. I really don't. Anyway, I'm not perfect, as you can tell from the studio, because I start off with a good idea and then it's, oh, put that there for now, put that there for now, and you wind up with the mess, as I like to call it, the inside of my wife's head. Don't tell her I said that. She's not very well at the minute, bless her. Anyway, I thought I'd get my helicopter going. I've got two. I've got a little one, which is the first one I had, and the dog hated it when I had a dog. And I could fly it a bit. Here it is. And I charged it up yesterday, and the hand control, it still lights up, so I'm presuming the batteries were okay with it. But I can't see an on-off switch on this. My wife says, oh, yes, there is. Oh, gosh, I just found the on-off switch. Oh, I'm going to have to apologise now, but it's in the off position. Oh, it's on. Oh, shall we try it? Let's see what happens. Put that on. Yeah. Oh, it works! This way, back. Whoa, 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 whoa. It crashed. Stop it. Oh, it's back again. How do I turn it off? How is it supposed to land if you can't? Oh, right, that switch. Oh, well, that's good. I still have endless hours of fun with that one. Turn it all off. Can't believe that. To be fair, it's quite hard to see. It's tiny. My other helicopter. My mother bought me for Christmas a couple of years ago now, actually. Look at that beaut. Look at that beaut. I flew it twice in the back garden, quite unsuccessfully because I worried about it going over the fence. And again, the dog weren't keen on it. We haven't got a dog anymore. Trouble with that is, it's a small battery and it flies for about 5 minutes. 5 minutes, and then you have to charge it up. It takes an hour. And because I didn't use it, and I didn't keep the charger with it, I've lost the charger. And the wires on the plug are like two little pins. And I'm pretty sure I can remember now when I've just been sorting things out. I think, well, not just, but over the past couple of weeks, I think I threw it away, thinking, well, what on earth fits that now? And I think I threw that and a few others away, which means I'm screwed because I've never seen that type of socket before. I was so annoyed at that. I'd love to see how I can get that going and maybe have a few batteries. Maybe you can get spares. I'll have to Google it and see if I can get spare parts for it. Who made it? Oh, TWUK Limited. Made in China. Oh, everything's made in China these days, isn't it? Anyway, I've gone off the art subject, which is what I tend to do, isn't it? That's why I called it Talking Art, Talking Life. It does seem to be more about life than about art. But then life imitates art and art imitates life. So it's one and the same thing in the end, dearies. So today, the plan is sometime this afternoon, mother-in-law's house is having an energy test certificate thingy because you need that apparently to sell your house. So he's coming between 1 and 4 o'clock this afternoon. So we've got to be there. We've probably got to do a little bit of shopping this morning, or I have. Tomorrow we'll be shopping again for my mother. And I'm being put under a bit of pressure by the taxi firm who claim that they can't read my text, although they didn't answer my text. She said, Steve, are you coming back? When are you coming back? What are your plans? I need to insure the taxis. That the insurance is coming up for another year. Are you coming back? I need to know. If you're not, I'll just do it third party fire and theft, which means it can't be used as a taxi. I'm thinking, well, why would you do that? Because even if I'm not driving it, you might want to get another taxi driver in to come and drive it. And that means changing the insurance. So that's a stupid idea, isn't it? Sometimes they baffle me. It's like they don't know what they're doing. They overthink stuff. Well, maybe that's just a threat because she does like to threaten like that, you know. Hidden threats they are. It's just things like it cost me £35 a week. Well, I don't give a shit what it costs you. I'll pay you a shitload of money to find me work, and I'll rent the car off you. It's up to you, isn't it? God, these people. But anyway, I like to tell her I'm probably going back to work on Monday. 2 reasons for that. 1, I'm being pressured by her, and 2, I'm being pressured by the fact I'm running out of money, and 3, I'm starting to find it a little bit tough not being at home all day. I can get used to that very easily, but it's just the idea that no one's saying to me, yeah, just hang on, you can retire when the money comes in. So although, you know, it's our money, it's not really. No, it's not. So I've only got, what, 18 months to go? Is that right? I'm 64 and a bit more than 18 months. 66 I'll retire, so that's 2 birthdays away in May. So yeah, it's about 22 months away. Oh, I prefer saying 18 months. It sounds a lot better. Because if I win the lottery before that with a huge amount of money, I should definitely retire. And then I can, you know, get the French. That's another pressure because I need to spend some money on the studio and French cleat it, get it all terribly well organised. That's going to cost money. So I need to go and make some money. But I'm not going to work all the hours God sends. I might even not work at all at the weekends. I don't know. We'll see. And so yeah, so I'll fill all the criteria. of a man under pressure. Anyway, it's all good fun, really, isn't it? So, did you notice the body language? Yeah, you noticed me standing here before. On the plus side, the government has decided to scrap stamp duty on house sales for a short while. So that should encourage people to buy Margaret's house because they won't have to pay stamp duty. Stamp duty seems a bit unfair to me. Why do you have to pay tax? I mean, the cost of a house is high enough as it is. Why is the tax to pay on top of that? Doesn't seem right. I mean, okay, it's not value-added tax probably on shop purchases and that. But the house sale, that's an enormous amount of money. It's almost like saying you need a mortgage for 125,000. Well, but then you need another 4,000 or 5,000 to pay the stamp duty. Anyway, as from today, that's gone. Hopefully, it'll help to sell the house. And then we'll cross bridges when we get to the rivers, as I always say to the wife, who also overthinks everything. So, 21 minutes? Oh my goodness, I really need to go and stop jabberwoppering. And I still haven't Googled the sign language for love all, hurt none, and walk in soft shoes. See you, babies.